Hey everyone, how's it going? It's quite the view from up here, isn't it? And now you'll probably be wondering what I'm doing up here, and you'll probably guess, or at least have an idea of what I'm doing up here. Um, but before we get into what we're actually doing, which will be fun, I promise, I'm going to let you know what's going on with the game, what the developers are planning on doing in the next update, and all that such. So there's going to be a couple new vehicles, including one that'll be a transport truck. It looks like there's probably not going to be a trailer for it at this point, which is unfortunate. Maybe they will. Maybe they'll surprise us with one, which would be awesome. But if there isn't, then I'm sure there'll be some kind of player-made mod in the following weeks after that that you can use and possibly have a detachable trailer for that. But they made a lot of little changes. They've improved the appearance of roads and stuff like that. They've done a few particles, which say if you crash your vehicle and all the cloud effects and whatnot that come off of it. They made some improvements to that they didn't. Because there's some things that were wrong with that before. They made some changes to the automatic transmission. It looks like, judging by the dev blog there, I can't quite tell what it is. I'll put the link in the description to the dev blog, by the way. It's beamng.com/blogs, but I'll put it in the description. Remind me if I forget. Going to be just a few other random bugs, and they're also going to be adding a new version of the hatchback. And right now, the car that's called the Sport Edition of that hatchback, they're going to be changing it to the Race Edition. They're going to change its name, and then the Sport Edition that they're going to be adding is going to have about 10 more horsepower, different suspension, new 16-inch wheels, and sticky tires. So it should be nicer for, on smooth surface kind of stuff on the roads. And then other than that, I don't think I mentioned that they're making some handbrake improvements, because right now you use the handbrake, which is the P key, and it just your car kind of wobbles back and forth, and then it's a really weak handbrake. It kind of sucks. So hopefully it'll actually be able to hold stuff like this cargo van in place. But anyway, that's enough of that talking. Now let's see what we're doing up here. I think this should explain a few things, just seeing this car in there. So what we're going to be doing is, of course, dropping this thing with the car in there, and we're going to see if there's any chance of us driving it out after. I'm going to assume no. Assuming this thing lands flat and or on its wheels. Is a slight chance if it lands on all fours, but if it does a nosedive or hits the ground and bounces on its side or something, then we'll see. But at least at the very least, you'll get to see the damage done to the things. So I'll meet you on the ground at a good camera angle to watch the impact. And yeah, I'll see you there. Okay, so the cargo van is up there with the hatchback in it. I took the doors off the back of it, by the way, as you probably noticed, just because then hopefully we'll get a nicer view of the car impacting the ground from the back of that. But I'm going to resume the physics now, and then it'll come falling down and hopefully land right there. We shall see. I might have to readjust as it gets closer, but anyway. Yeah, let's unpause physics, watch it come crashing down. We'll slow everything down as it gets closer, right about there. This is slow motion. It's doing a nosedive, though. It's not landing on all fours. Ooh, ouch. Let's inspect the damage a little bit. Lots of cloudiness. Those are the particle effects I was telling you about. The front of the truck is quite flattened. Oh man, that's flickery. You know what? Let's resume normal speed. Hopefully some of these effects will clear up a little more, because we cannot see anything through them. Wow, the front of the truck and the front of the car are just one. I don't think we're driving that hatch out of there. Wow. From the back, let's get a good view. From the back, it's like, oh yeah, maybe you'll be able to drive it out if you're lucky, and then you look at the front and it's like, nope. That's a pretty good crash there. Well, let's see if the engines will even run in either of the vehicles. We'll switch over to there and find out. Okay, so here's the cargo van camera, and as you can hear, we rev our engine and the engine just revs. Apparently it's still running, which is quite amazing. Can we even see the engine in there past the hood? Yeah, I don't see the engine in there. It's somewhere in the mess, probably just clobbered. But yeah, it's definitely not going anywhere. Steering is unresponsive. I don't see the front wheels moving at all. No surprise there. Switch over to the hatchback in there. It sounds to be, or appears to be, pretty much the same thing. There's no way that's getting out of there. That's crazy. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to leave any ideas for future videos in the comments below. I just might do them. It could be anything. Funny, amusing, you know, just casual, whatever. Anything you want to see, and I'll quite likely do it. A lot of these things are player suggestions. Actually, this one was not a player suggestion, a viewer suggestion. They wanted to see a vehicle drop from high up, and I thought, you know what? Let's throw another vehicle in there. Actually, did they suggest? I don't know. But anyway, either way, this evolved from a viewer suggestion. So hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you for the next one. Bye-bye.